Hi guys. Okay, so ignore the little bit of mess over here, but so I'm starting a new project or journey, whatever you kind of want to call it. Sorry, my dog is like on the other side of the camera and he's like digging in something. He's about to show himself, I think. Maybe? No. But I'm gonna go on a little bit of a journey. Kind of a project just to use up all of the yarn that I currently own. And if I'm not going to use it, I need to donate it because I bought a ton of yarn back in like January, maybe December of last year. So about a year ago, bought a ton of yarn and I have used most of it. But I still have quite a bit that I have either bought since then or stuff that I haven't even like touched. So as you can see, like this here, and then there's one right here. These are all full of yarn, and then I've got a bag too. So I'm gonna show you my yarns a little rapid fire. Hi, buddy. This is Finley. He's making his little guest appearance. Hi, buddy. Hi. What's wrong? So I'm gonna show you all of the yarn that I currently own. So if there's a certain yarn you see and you're like, oh, you should make this with that yarn, just comment it and let me know what you guys are thinking I should make. Okay, he's gonna want to sit right in my lap, but I'm gonna try my best to get him to not sit directly in my lap. Oh, he's just gonna, okay, he's being kind of a baby. Hey, stop. Okay, I will pet you, but you gotta let me do my stuff too, okay? He's like, no, just love me, don't do anything else. Okay, so we will start with this top one here. I'm just gonna bring it over here. It is literally full to the top with yarn because I have like a little drawer, like it's like a dresser that I got on Amazon, that this drawer and this drawer that you can no longer see because of his head, they go into those. They go into that dresser, and then the bin goes into my cube bin. And then the bag I usually just have in my living room, and the cat's gonna make an appearance too. The bag I typically leave in my living room for any current projects I'm working on. Sorry, I'm trying to censor here because she thinks everything should be on a show all of a sudden. Thank you. Okay, so I think almost everything in this bin is the Big Twist 100% acrylic, like their value yarn. There might be like one or two skeins in this bin that are not Big Twist, but I believe everything in here is 100% acrylic. Yeah, just pulling one off the top, I see there's one that's not Big Twist, but so this is a brand new roll of the Big Twist value in sky blue. Like I said, this is 100% acrylic. I'm not a huge acrylic fan, so I'm not sure what I'm going to use these on. Because like I said, I don't like working with 100% acrylic. And I just don't like, I don't know, for those of you who crochet or knit, when it like squeaks against like a hook, that absolutely like drives me nuts and I hate it. So I don't like working with acrylic because I only really experience that with acrylic typically. But yeah, first skein, sky blue, Big Twist. Second skein here is like, okay, he wants to sit right next to me. This is the color Deep Red. Again, the Big Twist value, 100% acrylic. Big Twist value, 100% acrylic again. Light green. This one's a really pretty shade. I might try to make a top out of that one and just see if I like it. We'll see. It's like coming apart because the cat was playing with that one. And then another Big Twist. This one is Varsity Gold. This one's also Big Twist. Aqua. Okay, so I'm going to show you the one that is in here that is not Big Twist, and then the rest will all be Big Twist. So this is the only one I have in this bin that is not Big Twist. This is my favorite color that I have currently. This is the Red Heart Super Saver in Shocking Pink. It's a super, super pretty pink. Don't know what I will make with this, but I'd like to make something because that's a really pretty pink. And then the rest, like I said, is all Big Twist. I've got 5 more in this bin, including this one, that are all Big Twist. So this one is Light Rose. And then we've got Cornflower Blue. This one is Varsity Blue. What is this one? Teal. And then the last one that we have is Orange. So those are all of the ones that I have in the first bin. I'm going to put them all back super, super quick. Like I said, this is the only one that I have in this bin that is not Big Twist. It's getting stuck on everything. Okay, those ones are all put away. So then my next bin is kind of a mix. I've got some acrylic, some velvet, some blanket yarn. I've got, like I said, just a mix in this one. So the first skein that I have that's just on top here is a Red Heart Super Saver. I don't know if this one's a full, like a completely full one. It feels like it's missing some yarn, and it's got like a tail, so I think I used some of this. And it's got like fuzz all over it because my cat likes to play with my yarn. So it was on the floor when I walked into my office. So this one is Patty Green. And then I've also got this one, which is Carrot. I know I've used part of this. Like I said, this one's Carrot. And I was making like a granny square top with this, but I never finished it, and I threw all the granny squares away. I think, I don't know, I can't find them anywhere, so I'm assuming I tossed them or something. So then I've got this one. I believe this is like 100% cotton, but I could be wrong. I got this at Hobby Lobby, and I caked this up. It did not come in a cake, but I caked it up. So I don't have a shade name or anything for you. I could try to find it on Hobby Lobby. I know they still sell it at my Hobby Lobby, but yeah, it's like 100% cotton. I want to say it's the Yarn Bee brand. And it's super, super soft. I made a top out of this in another color. And it was really nice. So I'm looking forward to working with that one again. Because that is one that I'm still trying to use up. That was like the first project I did on this like journey of using up all my yarn. That was the first project I did, was I made a top. Then I used one of my Ogos that I had, which I don't think I have any Ogos anymore. At least any like not half used ones. I made a cowl. Now I'm making a beanie with the rest of another Ogo. So, and then I think I have one more Ogo to use. But, yeah. So then I've got this velvet yarn. Again, this did not come caked. I caked it up. So I don't have the tag for the shade name anymore. But it is velvet. I want to say it's like the Bernat velvet. In this like purpley color. That one's super pretty. It's a super popular one. So then this one also do not in fact have the tag anymore, but this one should be the Loops and Threads Sweet Snuggles. Don't have a shade name for you. Sorry. Yeah, no shade name. But this one is, I believe, the Loops and Threads Sweet Snuggles. And then, the only reason I think that is because this is a Loops and Threads Sweet Snuggles that still has the tag. They're very similar. But this one's a little more gray and this one's a little more blue. So this one here in my hand is the color Sky Blue. I haven't used this. My cat just destroyed the label and started pulling it off and pulling the ball apart. Unfortunately. And then this one, I don't have a tag for this one either, but it's some blanket yarn. I want to say it's like some Bernat blanket yarn. But I could be wrong on that. It's just a brown color. I was going to make a bear out of this, and then I never made it. So, have to find something new with my few blanket yarns I have, because I used to work with blanket yarn a lot. Now I'm not super into it. So, yeah. That is everything for the second bin. I'm just putting it all back away, and we're going to move this. So I've got, this is all like like when I first started buying yarn, this is like everything I first bought, pretty much. So it's all, well, most of it is caked up. Like here, when I said I was making those granny squares, here's one of them. Like I said, like I can't find all of them, but I've got a few of them. He's like digging in this over here. There's nothing for him in there but yarn, but yeah, so this is one of those granny squares that I had made. I set that there. This one I think I'm just gonna toss because it's like super, super tangled, like extremely tangled. It's tangled with all that, and I haven't been able to get it undone. So I think that one's just gonna go in the garbage. I bought this one at a thrift store, just as like some practice yarn, and I've never used it because it was so tangled. But yeah, like I said, I've got this huge tangle in here. So let's see what comes out. And then I've also got some like knitting supplies in here, and different supplies and stuff. And then like half-finished projects are in here. And this was gonna be a blanket, a waffle stitch blanket, and that never happened. Don't have a label for this one either anymore because, well, these two are the same. Same skein. I just was able to make 2 cakes. Like I said, don't have a label anymore. So unfortunately, no name on those ones. But yeah, everything that's in this tangle is just gonna get trashed. Like I've got this much left of a ball of yarn. I just know that I won't use it, so I'm not gonna keep it. Like I've got, this is in that tangle. It's just some more velvet. I've got this blue that is from a Harry Styles cardigan, and I could probably save this one, but I don't think I will. This one I am for sure gonna save. This is a Lion Brand yarn, and I should have one more probably in my living room. This one's the Go for Faux Sparkle. It's like a furry, I'm gonna attempt to make my grandma a scarf. I'm gonna attempt to knit it. I tried once before with this yarn and I did not do it right, so I'm gonna try again because I have faith in myself. And this is in the shade Nebula. Like I said, I should have one more of these around here somewhere, but I think it's in the living room. Like here's another like half-finished ball of yarn, like garbage. I've got like stitch markers in here. I've got hooks in here. Like this is a 5.5 metal. I don't typically use metal, but I have it. I've got like a knitting needle. I don't even know what these are. This one I will for sure keep. This is White Big Twist. Literally, I think shade name was White, but yeah, Big Twist. This is for my sock loom, but it's very sharp, so I try to keep it somewhere where my cat can't find it, but apparently she found everything in this little drawer. I've got like an old label for some scrubby sparkle, which I've never once used any scrubby sparkle. Yeah, and everything else in here is honestly just gonna go in the garbage besides the tools. Like I've got a little gauge here to gauge, and then I've got my other knitting needle. This I will keep because this I can like keep my little stuff in. But yeah, the rest of this is pretty much garbage. So I did find a crochet hook at the very bottom though. Yeah. Finley is getting impatient with me, but he chose to be in here. He could have roamed around while I was doing this, but he chose to be in here. Like there's a Lego in here. Now Pumpkin's like clawing on stuff, and so yeah, I will finish going through that, but yeah, pretty much everything else in there is essentially garbage because none of it is, like, I'm sure it would be fine to use, but it's really just not anything I'm interested in using. And then this, we should fly through this bag because it's a bunch of different projects. Like I've got like diamond art in here. Like it's just, I went through the living room and picked up all my projects and tossed them all in this bag. So this is the yarn I was talking about that I used. This is not the full ball. I already made a top out of this, so I need to find something to make with the rest of it. Oh, and here's the hook I was using with that. I guess I slip knotted it on there to keep them together, because that's the hook I've been using for that yarn. This, I believe, is some Hobie yarn. It's covered in hair. I do not know anything about this. I know it's from Hobie, though. That's all I can give you for that one. And then I've got some more Big Twist in here, and this is also covered in hair. This one is in the shade Coral. It's just more Big Twist. Let me see what else I have in here. Looks like I've got another Ogo that I'm gonna toss because it's like falling apart. Some more yarn, like half finished stuff that I'm just gonna toss. Looks like I was making something with that coral. No idea what it was though. Now my cat's like knocking stuff over behind me. Some purple Big Twist. That's also just gonna get tossed. This is another Ogo. I probably will try to keep this one. He just sat on the bag. But yeah, this one I'll probably try to keep. It's covered in hair, but once you like pull it out, you can like. Okay, Finley, go. He just jumped. He said, "Ooh." I've got the. Okay, I've got garbage in here. I've got a waffle square in here. Hey, be nice. This is the first top I ever made. I made it way too big for myself, at least. It would maybe fit someone else, but it does not fit me. But I'll keep it for the memes. I have like a ton of just tangles in this bag. Oh, okay, this is the one I was showing you guys earlier that I said I didn't have a tag for. It is the Chloe Cloud Cover yarn. It's by Yarn Bee. I don't think I showed you that very well, but let me tell you like what it is, if it says. Yeah, the name is Cloud Cover. 70% wool, 30% viscose. So yeah, it is not cotton like I thought it was. It is wool, but it's super nice. So this is a good one. I will keep that one. This one I'll probably just cut the end like that. Toss the rest. Like this one is awful. If there's any more in here that I can save, I will. Like I can save this one, which is Denim Sand, which looks like Denim and Sand, which is a really pretty one. But it looks like I spilled something on the label. So I'm going to take the label off of that one and make sure all the yarn is okay. But yeah, I just have a bunch of more stuff in here that is not yarn, or it's tangled yarn, and it's going to go in the garbage. So I'm not going to show you. But that is everything I've got for my yarn. We're going to go on this journey together. I'm going to film as many of the projects that I can. At least show you like a before and after or something, some sort of film of all of the projects I have with all this yarn. So yeah, sounds fabulous. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.